50 years ago, in 1964, the Wilderness Act was passed. It was the first legislation in the world, really, that set aside pieces of land that would be kept forever wild, that would be off limits to development, to roads, to motorized vehicles, just for the intrinsic values of the land itself. People can visit and are welcome to visit wilderness areas, but no habitations, permanent structures, or anything. They're visitors. Wilderness areas can occur in national parks, national forests, or in national wildlife refuges. The Bureau of Land Management also has wilderness responsibilities. So wilderness is the most protected portions of all of these different kinds of federal lands. Tucson is actually unique in that from many parts of town, you can see 5 different wilderness areas. So it's Push Ridge to the north. Saguaro National Park has designated wilderness on the east and west sides of town. On the south side of town is the Mount Wrightson Wilderness. And if you look way to the southwest is the Bob McKeevery Wilderness, which is managed by the Bureau of Land Management. Well, Stuart Udall was Secretary of Interior. He had discussions with various members of Congress. There are letters going back and forth. We have a lot of pictures, including pictures of signing of the Wilderness Act. We even have one of the pens that was used by President Johnson to sign the Wilderness Act. Okay. We haven't talked about Edward Abbey yet. His collection also is at the Special Collections. His book, Desert Solitaire, published in the late 60s, I believe, is one of the classics of introduction to wilderness and its values. I thought it was a nice balance to have the government records of the different kinds of bills, but also the various authors as to where did this idea for wilderness come from. Did it just appear in the mid-60s? Actually, no. It goes back to Henry David Thoreau. So we've got an early edition of Walden. I think people haven't really thought about wilderness for a while. Back in the 60s, it appeared that development was just going to overwhelm everything. I think it's just really important to remember that a few people stopped and said, wait a second, we don't want everything to have the imprint of man. And to really honor these people and recognize what they set aside as a legacy for our grandchildren and their grandchildren off into the future.